Ho ho ho, and welcome back, all you movie and, well, this time I should say, gamer fans. Yeah, time to continue this Christmas fest with a game review. And, sorry to say, it's gotta be another crappy one. Based off the beloved Nightmare Before Christmas movie for PlayStation 2. And yes, there's also a version on Xbox, which is pretty much the same game, and, well, a completely different one called The Pumpkin King for Game Boy Advance, but let's not get too carried away. I thought this game was going to be crappy, but because, of course, most movie-based games nowadays are pretty much rushed into stores, but this one, as you know, obviously came years after the movie first released in theaters, and obviously the movie was a big hit. I love the movie, and yes, I know I consider it more of a Halloween movie, but it's got Christmas thrown in there, so I think I can cut it some slack this time around, especially because it's Christmas. I mean, come on. What better way to celebrate than playing this game? Which I thought, like I said, was crappy, but then it caught my attention that it's actually made by Capcom. Yes, the beloved Capcom. Street Fighter, Mega Man, Resident Evil, and pretty much every beloved Disney game. So, yeah, I know they had a few blunders over the years, and you can argue that Street Fighter V may have not been the greatest out of the Street Fighter series, but this one actually, after all the low expectations that I had, surprised me. It's not terrible or anything, and it's not superbly good, but for a movie-based title, it's actually pretty decent. Yeah, of course, it's obviously about, which is the subtitle, Oogie Boogie's Revenge. If you saw it in the movie, obviously Oogie Boogie Man was the bad guy, technically, and he captured Santa, and pretty much wanted to kill Jack Skellington. This time around, plot-wise, it takes years after the first movie, and he's out for revenge once again. He pretty much wants to ruin Christmas and every other holiday, and it's up to Jack Skellington, the guy you play as, to once again save the day and restore everything back to its faithful place. So, yeah, you get this weapon called a Soul Snatcher, and, well, it's pretty much a whip. In other words, it's basically a hack and slash whip type of game. Similar to, like, Castlevania Lords of Shadow, but the adventure, I feel, is similar to, like, Shaolin Monks, you know, being that it's more or less non-linear and has a lot of problem-solving to figure out, as well as enemies to slash. And as you'd expect, all the voice acting is pretty much all there, and it sounds great. You got pretty much all the musical numbers that most of you should be pretty familiar with from the film, and, well, pretty much every one of the environments, even though majority of the game does take place in Halloween Town, but yes, you do go to Christmas Town at one point in the game, so there's your Christmas right there. And you can argue that some of the difficulty and learning curve is a little iffy, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad. Yeah, the camera's a little bit clunky at sometimes, it takes a little getting used to, and some of the puzzles are a bit tricky, you know, there's timed ones occasionally, so yeah, it's a puzzle game. It's got a lot of variety, and it's got a lot of figuring out, and having to go backtrack, and having to upgrade your weapon, and figuring out everything. And I know slashing the same enemies can get pretty monotonous and repetitive, but it's got all the characters and everything you remember from the movie. And yeah, there's boss fights which are really fun, so it's definitely a great treat for any fans of the movie, including myself. Yep. Keeping Christmas couldn't be any more fun than you'd hoped it would be. Definitely check this one out if you got a chance. The only major problem is, nowadays, I guess it's become such a rare novelty that the price for this thing, even a used copy, has shot up. Literally. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, it's not the only game. I mean, the Godzilla games and a lot of their stuff have shot up in price, and yeah, I definitely check it out, but get your checkbook ready because you're going to need to, and you're probably going to be thinking to yourself, what's this? What's this? A high price? Yeah, pun intended right there. But check this one out if you got the chance. It's definitely worth it. But this is just my opinion, people. Playing 2 weird modes up on this one. It's pretty good. So, till next time, keep watching and have a happy holidays.